Hi friends, thanks for coming back. Today we get to have some fun because I don't know how this little experiment's going to turn out. We have the Stihl walk behind mower RMA 510 V as in Victor. I've used one of these now for going on 5 seasons. This is my second one. The first one worked great. I just wanted to see if there were any updates. I gave the first one away. This one also works good. There's been no major changes I can tell of. It still uses the AP300S battery, which comes standard with it, as does the bagger and the side discharge. The 7.2 amp hour battery lasts quite a while for me on non-eco mode. Lasts about 50 minutes, takes about 70 minutes to charge. In high-speed charge, takes about 35 minutes. I'm sure the 500 series battery would work even better, but frankly, I just haven't tried it yet. I'm not going to bore you with any of the stats. You can get those in other channels, what they feel happens, doesn't happen, what works good for them. Not going to bother with that. Officials timeout. Upon booth review with the on-screen talent and the script writer, it was determined there was no foul on the previous AV clip. The term, bore you with stats, was misspoken. The intent was to indicate that sufficient information already exists. Adding to it were not fit within the allocated time frame and was outside the boundaries of the scope. In addition, the content creator wishes to express his appreciation for others' existing comments and opinions on the subject. Playback will resume at 1 minute 14 seconds on my signal. So what we have is our test plot, and I'm going to try a little experiment. I've left this all summer to grow. I'm going to put this through a grueling test to see what happens. I'm going to try it on mulch, on bag, on side discharge, see if it even cuts through. I don't know if it will. My suspicion is that the mulching will look awful just because it's so thick and tall, but I expect the side discharge and the bagger will work great. So let's get to it. Let's see first of all the underneath. It is clean, ready to go. This is our test plot. We have a little bit of uneven ground, no sticks, no rocks, no poison ivy. We've been blessed not having ticks this summer, so I don't have any bug spray on. I mowed 3 strips around each side with the walk behind mower just for a comparison for when we're done. The rest of it was with a 0 turn. You can see it all blends in very nicely. You won't be able to tell where one starts and the other stops. I do expect we'll have to go over this twice just to get a good cut. But in all reality, I would have to do that on the riding mower anyway. We do have a few small branches sticking out. We'll wear safety glasses. We also have some flying hazards potentially for one particular part of this test. We have good weather. Not going to worry about sun getting my eyes. Phone calls, that sort of thing, so no distractions. Let's see, we have good sturdy footwear on, long pants. Please don't wear flip-flops, sandals, thongs, whatever your part of the country calls them. They do not belong out in a mowing situation. Okay, let's start. saw, but frankly, I'm really impressed how that did. I thought it was going to look 10 times worse than that. That grass was really thick. Let's get some close-ups here and show how this worked. Nice and fine. Now, it would be worth going through and raking that up. Get it a third time. But overall, yeah, that looks great to me. Now, just for info, you would expect the bottom of that to be all caked up. And I don't know if it's just because the grass was dry or not, but that is exactly how it was when I started. Again, looked really good. Now with the bag on, it is a little louder, but still I'm not going to wear earmuffs. Really not called for. All right, well, that's another surprise. The mulch versus the bag actually looked better. I expected the bagger to look better. While it is more cleaned up, I don't know. I just like how this turned out better. So, just for your consideration, let's see how full the bag is. Wow, that's pretty good. That's probably close to half, maybe 40%, just on that strip. It did pick it up somewhat nicely. I think it could have done better though. My old Honda gas-powered would have chewed right through that, and I think collected more than what we had here. All right, time for the third test. So you noticed I was not wearing earmuffs. It really is that quiet. I noticed when I was watching the playback on the first round how quiet it was, and you can talk right over the top of this thing, such as now. It's fine. Okay, another surprise. That was the worst, I think. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to do this whole section on mulch, and then I'm going to do it on bag, and we'll see how it turns out. I think that's going to clean up very nicely considering how ugly that was when we started. As far as perceived effort, mulching worked the best. That wasn't a struggle at all. Followed by bagging, which took a little more work. The side discharge had problems with clogging and bogging down the electric motor. But as far as cleanup goes, it worked pretty good. Till next time, thank you.